My name is Cliffy Jr. Expose the United States government for genocide and treason. Local police run human trafficking rings and modern-day slavery, mainly through the prison industrial complex. They infiltrate and indoctrinate our family members into secret societies. Okay, all the so-called handlers that use what's called voice to skull and synthetic telepathy are actually employed by corrupt-ass police through the prison industrial complex. These police are involved in secret societies and cults. They're Freemasons. They manipulate and infiltrate our family members, okay? COINTELPRO never ended, neither did MK Ultra, okay? Modern day slavery, okay? This technology is used to try to pretty much drive people crazy or rid them from society. It's called voice to skull synthetic telepathy, okay? It's also a form of psychological torture, okay? Ran and administered by the Central Intelligence Agency, okay? So they wake people up at specific times, okay, that are aware of their systems, okay? The first time I was actually arrested in September of 2006, okay, I was implanted with a non-consensual neural implant. I witnessed human trafficking, sex trafficking, and pretty much organized crime, all within the system by police themselves and criminal networks that are actually employed by the corrupt-ass police. So this is systematic, okay? I'm being illegally, systematically targeted. I'm tortured, okay? Cyber torture victims are essentially victims of government genocide. This is psychotronic weaponry that is meant to make you snap and resort to violence. Don't resort to violence, resort to exposure, because that's what I do, okay? The Central Intelligence is complicit in genocide and treason, so is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Okay, these are control systems. They're violating what's called the Geneva Convention and the Nuremberg Code, okay? This technology is used to manipulate and control, brainwash, dumb down, enslave people, okay? Once implanted or vaccinated with this technology, allows illegal surveillance through your own eyes, tracking of your own biological resonance, and just like, you can beam voices or transmit voices in the cell phones wirelessly, okay? Well, guess what? You can do that to the body, the brain, okay? And the brain is actually electromagnetic. So this is what the Central Intelligence Agency has been doing for decades. You can see it's been countless victims, okay, of this technology being used. Research Myron May, okay? Even Kevin Shipp, which is a CIA agent himself, a good CIA agent, okay, he admitted this technology was being used on a wide basis by these government agencies. So they're torturing people, beaming voices in people's heads, all under the guise of a fake pandemic, and trying to remotely suicide people if they can meet that algorithm, okay? This is, I believe it is the mark of the beast, okay? This is non-consensual neural technology. I didn't consent to this, but they're trying to break you and get you to give in, okay? Well, I've been going through this since 2017. It's psychological harassment. All my so-called gang stalkers are nothing more than a bunch of homosexual cowards, just like I said, that are employed through Baltimore City Detention Center by corrupt correctional officers and local police, okay? They infiltrate the family members, okay, through their systems, then use these little criminal cowards to cover up crimes against innocent people. So they criminalize the innocent. These so-called cults, okay, frame people, okay, and a lot of people are involved in cults or secret societies, okay, right next to you, okay? And these sick bitches act as victims. I get death threats through voice to skull. They're going to kill that nigga. Damn, he's smart. They torture me, okay? They attack my neurological system. I have internal bleeding, okay? They attack your digestive system. And they try to actually have you to see a psychiatrist in order to cover up premeditated murder and their crimes being committed by the state. This is the weaponization of federal agencies and the infiltration and indoctrination of family members in the cults. So they make it look like you trying to kill somebody or you did something wrong, when realistically this is a network full of criminals that are trying to kill you, to keep a corrupt ass system full of Satanism, human trafficking, slavery, organized crime, and murder for profit going, okay? So all the people that are complicit in keeping this corrupt ass system going, well, guess what? I hope hey, the devil, Satan coming to collect, so he's going to take your ass first, okay? If that's what you worship. These demons, okay, need to be purged off the face of the earth. They torture people, psychologically, they just won't stop, okay? They won't stop. I've been tortured 24/7, okay, since 2017 by these criminal networks and organizations, okay? Local police complicit, federal agencies complicit, and they've had the family involved in trying to actually cover up the crimes of the state. That's right. Try to say, oh yeah, you're going to get your family killed. Okay, they want to control your mind. They want the government, this U.S. government, want to control your mind. Okay, the whole fucking system is a lie. Okay, they've been using this technology to manipulate and control people for decades, torturing them, beaming voices and frequencies in their heads, creating drama and chaos. The Federal Bureau of Investigation and CIA are Nazi fucking terrorists and the main problem throughout the entire planet. Okay, these are global control systems from within that nobody consented to, that they're trying to essentially force upon the entire world through death threats, torture, psychological operations, psychological warfare, and they trying to cover this shit up. It's been so many people, okay, that speak up the same things, and this system really think it continue and go on. I can't wait till they burn this bitch down, okay? Now, I don't encourage violence or anything of that nature, but it seems like that's what the fuck need to happen for these people in Washington, D.C. to get it, okay? The biggest criminals reside in D.C. They know this technology being used on the mass. They know their government is corrupt as hell, and what they have done over the course of 67 years is create an authoritarian control system from within through infiltration, essentially using fear to manipulate and control people through their systems. If you don't give in, they fraudulently place you on the terrorist watch list, have you targeted by the community abroad, and try to have you pretty much eliminated from the system, okay? So gang stalking is organized crime by government agencies and criminal networks from within. It's treason and it's genocide. And it's attempted cover-up. If you're a victim of cyber torture like I am, oh yeah, they have your family members involved and say, hey, maybe you should go see a psychiatrist, okay? This is systematic corruption meant to try to strip you away from your rights. And once the state actually have your family involved in the cover-up, they're mind-controlled slaves, they think it's easy to cover up crimes that are being committed against you, even if you disappear, okay? So psychiatry is used as a form of social control to strip you of your rights, and psychiatry is also used to cover up premeditated murder by the state, because you're considered a national security threat when you wake up and you know what the fuck is going on and how the system actually truly operates, and you expose this. Oh yeah, why would you be considered a national security threat? Because anybody, okay, that realized that they was born into a fucking lie and everything is a lie, everything is manipulated, controlled, they're going to be pissed, okay? They're going to be fucking pissed, okay? Sure, they would say you're a national security threat, because they lied about every fucking thing. You don't have no human rights. They strip you of your human rights. The uses of this technology supersedes any rule of law, order, due process, and allow criminals to remotely manipulate your body, okay, beam voices and frequencies in your head, psychologically harass you, and try to get you to resort to violence. Because this is what the government wants. If they can't control you, they want you dead.